Hoop Lovers, it's Deanne, Love here, teaching you all the tips and tricks that you asked for. Over on the Hoop Lovers Facebook page, you are always welcome to request any tutorials or any tricks that you would like to learn. And if I know them, I'll share them with you. So, Adriana Rivera, she asked, I would like to see a tutorial on shooting star and Milky Way moves, with a big smiley face. Thank you for that. So, the shooting star and the Milky Way moves are actually moves that I had in my Hoop Lovers Beginners and Beyond off-body series. So I'm going to do even better than that with this tutorial, and I'm going to put together a few different sliding, swirling isolations for you. So first of all, we're going to start off with this pulsing isolation. So a lot of isolations, we create a frame around our torso or our upper body, and we create this kind of circular tracing, and that's our basic isolations. But we're going to go for this upper quadrant or quarter of the hoop, and we're going to pulse it from side to side, from left to right, using two hands and then one. So this is all about balance and softening your movements. So we're going from that center and then pushing down with a long hand, kind of like a pencil grip, and then coming back to that center, and down and up, and down and up. And then eventually you can start to get this rocking movement, bringing your body in, extending your arms. So each time you're pushing down towards the ground while tracing that upper arc of the hoop. Now you can also do this with one hand, and this is all done usually around about solar plexus or belly button height, so you're kind of keeping it low, getting down there. And with the one hand, you're going to do a fingertip, back of hand, fingertip move. So it's like you're rolling over the back of your hand. Now this is similar to the roll that you do when you do a one-handed isolation, except we're making that roll from pinky to forefinger and forefinger to pinky. So we're rolling back and forward over the hand. Light grip, pulsing down, pushing down. You can transfer from one hand to two hands, back to one hand. So now we're going to do a push isolation, and this time your pencil grip or soft fingertip grip is going to be on the outside top of the hoop. So you're really just trying to let the hoop, like a bubble, float and push through the air. Might go up or down or out, might be quite fast or slow. And notice when I shift my body in different angles, it makes this hoop move look a little different. If you're just standing and pushing the hoop just like this, you don't get quite as much energy and as much power as you do when you elongate this move and make the body work with it. And the third isolation style that we're going to do in this tutorial is a sliding isolation, or some people think of it as a whip or a brush stroke of a painting. So you can do this at the front of your body, at the side of your body, or even behind your body. And the way that I like to think of it is that we're drawing a line and then a circle and then a line back to that first point. Now most people get confused with the direction of the circle. When the line goes out, you want the circle to go bigger, like a lollipop. You don't want the circle to kind of fall under, unless you're doing a different move, which is totally cool. But for this one, we're pushing out, making a circle and pulling back. Now when you put all that together and really whip it and brush it and stroke it, you can get this amazing looking isolation flow. So you're going to push and pull back, push and pull back. Now you've got the choice of starting from the base, moving out, giving it a push and pulling back. Or you can do a continuous isolation leading with the elbow, and on the downward push you're going to stroke out and back. Now the difference, the little technique that gives this move that whip or that brush is right at the end of your line. You're almost going to brush up. So if you watch carefully, I start at base around about my navel, my belly button area, but I actually brush out and up and then draw back down. So it's not essentially a straight line, although you could do that. You could just do a straight line there. But if you want to get that little power pop, you're going to brush up. Now you can do this in all different directions. You could go down towards the floor and up to the sky. But essentially it's the same kind of movement with the hand. Now notice that when the hand pushes the hoop out and lets go, it spreads out. So you're going to spread that hand so that it acts like a ledge or a shelf, so the hoop doesn't feel like it's falling off. You also want to make sure that you create this really sharp straight line close to the body, not kind of pushing out here. So in front, turn to the side, push forward, or at the back. So you can play around with using all of those little isolations, the pulsing, changing the hand grip, the pushing, changing the hand grip, and the whipping. So pulsing side to side or over the back of the hand. This could change into an isolation. When you get to base, you might push into a sliding isolation. You might flip it down, replace the hand, go back into that pulse, replace the hand, push. Thumb, forefinger goes into a center isolation. You might spin and flip behind, change the hand when you're ready, come to the center, change the hands. So making really fluid and creative and stylish isolations is all about understanding the weight and the balance of your hoop and when to whip it, when to pulse it, when to push it, and creating energy and movement and flow with your isolations. Thank you, Hoopers. If you've enjoyed this tutorial, please make sure that you share it with your Hooper friends so that they can strengthen their Super Hooper powers. And if you have any requests about anything to do with hooping, please leave me a comment on the Hooplovers Facebook page.